student outcomes?
The new Zoom video conferencing tool has changed the way that we educate students virtually. So it's really reinvented the role of the educator for us. We launched that tool in August, and it completely altered how we not only interact and make ourselves real to our students, but how we get them engaged. So we use this on a daily basis. We can use it for intervention, remedial purposes. We can share screens. We can have the students watch the teacher work through, for example, a math problem. The ELA, which is the English department, can use it to help watch how the student writes and make changes to that. And it goes much further beyond that. In Zoom is where those teacher-student connections happen outside of the academics and actually connect them to each other. And all research and everything points to the more connected students are to their teachers, the more successful they are and the more successful the outcomes are, which is amazing. And the stories that come out of the Zoom experience that our teachers are engaging with their students is incredible. You know, they know their students' donkey's name. They learn who their brothers and sisters are. They learn things that we would never know if we didn't have this tool. And all of a sudden, virtual education becomes real, and they realize that they have a teacher who may be across the United States or behind a computer, but that is a real person who believes in what they can do and believes that they can achieve great things. And so naturally, students become engaged in their classrooms when they realize that they have this capability and connection with their teachers. We have several different ways that we utilize the video conferencing tool of Zoom, and the first one is office hours. And so we have office hours where teachers will communicate to their students when they're available, for example, Tuesday between 6 and 7 p.m. Central Time. And so students can jump into the live Zoom and they can ask their teacher questions, get one-on-one help, maybe just even want to just talk to their teacher and ask them, you know, what they're doing or how things are going and get to know them on a personal level. They're welcome to do that too. So we have live office hours. Office hours are mostly used for our contracted teachers who are part-time with us, and so those teachers typically teach during the day in a brick and mortar setting, and then they usually will do this supplementary, and so we do require them to publicize an office hour so students know when they can reach them. But I do want to say that is not the only time they can reach them. That's just a scheduled time, and then anytime a student needs them, they can also reach out to the teacher to schedule something personal. But even more exciting are the office help or live help that our full-time teachers offer, and that comes in a plethora of different avenues depending on content area. Our math full-time teachers leave their Zoom open all day long, so anytime a student has a question, they can just pop into their math teacher's Zoom room and their teacher will be there to help them. Another thing that we offer is our English language arts teachers have created a live on-demand help Zoom link where between the hours of 8 a.m. Central Time to 8 p.m. Central Time, any student across the globe, and I mean that across the globe for international students as well, if they're in their course and they're having a question, they can just go right into the live English help Zoom room and get a live English teacher to help them in the moment, on demand, right then. They don't have to try to get in touch with their teacher. They don't have to wait for office hours, but they can go right there and get immediate on-demand help. We also, on top of that, we offer live lessons, which is very, very exciting. And so our teachers will look at the courses they're teaching, they'll evaluate where their students may be struggling or where they know that students typically struggle throughout specific content areas, and they will create live lessons, for example, on a unit activity. And you know, it's a very difficult component of our curriculum. It's very rigorous for them. And so the teachers will create these live lessons, and then they will communicate when they're going to be giving the live lesson. But let's just say a student can't attend that specific live lesson, they record it, and then they send out the recording as a resource for students as well. We have some incredible things happening in those live lessons. We have a teacher that decided to do read-alouds, and so she chose 2 books. She asked her students to pick a book, and then they attend the read aloud, and she reads to them, and then they chat in the box, and it's really incredible to see the amazing, highly qualified teachers providing high quality instruction virtually here with the Academy.